Welcome to your elemental yin yoga practice. In this video, we will be exploring the element of wood. Today you will need 2 blocks, and if you don't have blocks, you might like to use something like books and either a pillow, cushion, or a bolster. We will begin our practice in a seated position, so just take a moment to arrive and then start to close down your eyes. And then just take a moment to connect in with your breath, finding a nice slow breath in. And then a full breath out. Take one more like this, nice slow breath in. And then a full breath out. Like the spring winds that spread the seeds from blossoming flowers so that more growth may occur, the wood element represents all that is moving, developing, and outwardly expanding. The energy of wood propels ideas forward and brings them into being with determination and drive. Wood represents movement and action and arousal of the mind with all that is new and uncharted. Wood is the waking up from the darkness of hibernation, of winter into the fresh air of spring, the season that corresponds with this element. Wood is fast-moving, explorative, and embodies growth. When balanced, it is like a tree firmly rooted in the earth, yet at the same time flexible with branches that carve their paths towards sunny skies to sprout their new leaves. In working with this element, we will sit with a question of inquiry. What would you like to breathe into creation? What would you like to breathe into creation? Give space to any and all things that begin to arise. And as you give space to whatever is here with you today, whatever feels alive and real, we're going to start to move now into a breath technique. So this is known as box breathing. It's a counted breath where we inhale for 4, we hold the breath for 4, we exhale for 4, and then we hold the breath at the end for 4. Breathwork is always optional, so if you need a couple of moments just to sit in your regular breath, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to guide you through a few rounds of our box breathing. So just to prepare, start to find a nice, slow, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just let it go through your mouth. And then to prepare, you're going to start to inhale through your nose for 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Release the technique now and just come back into your natural rhythm of breath. And as you settle here, just give yourself a moment to feel. And then start to take a slow breath in. And then a slow breath out. We're now going to transition towards our first posture. So we're going to be taking our twisted roots. So you might like to have your cushion or your pillow close by, and we're going to start by coming onto our backs. As you lay down, keep your knees bent and your feet planted. And just start by shifting your hips over to the right side of your mat. You're going to cross your right leg over your left, bringing your knees close to one another. And then you can place your pillow or your cushion onto the left side and allow your legs to fall down towards the earth. If you prefer a deeper twist, you can also allow your legs to drop to the ground. You want to start to cactus your arms so that you experience an opening through your chest. And then once you start to settle into your shape, connect in with your breath, taking a slow breath in. And then a slow breath out. Giving your body an opportunity to soften, to settle, to melt into the earth. So just begin to deepen your breath. And then nice and slowly unwind your legs. Just plant your feet. You might like to knock your knees in and just give yourself a moment here just to feel. Become aware of any sensations that might be moving through your body. We're going to prepare to move into our second side. So shift your hips to the left, cross your left leg on top of your right. Knees remain close to one another. Drop your legs over to the right side, either onto your prop or towards the floor. Your arms are in a cactus position to support the opening of your heart. Take a slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. And allow your body to settle, to become aware of the earth beneath you, and begin to surrender all that you are to this moment. Start to deepen your breath. And then once again, slowly unwind. You might like to plant your feet and knock your knees in, and then just give yourself some space to feel. We're now going to be moving towards our Sphinx pose with the option to take your seal. So slowly move to come onto your belly. You might like to lay a blanket across your mat if you have one, just to create a bit of padding for your hip points. Otherwise, as you lay down, take your feet out wide, so hip distance or wider. Roll your hips from side to side. Bring your forearms forward. I like to support my head by bending my elbows and bringing my hands to my face to keep the chest lifted. However, if you prefer, you can bring your forearms down onto the mat parallel to one another to support the lifting of your chest. Use your breath to begin to soften your glutes. Notice any tension that might be showing up through your face and your jaw. And just allow these areas to become heavy. See if you can start to invite the intention of spaciousness into your body. And use your breath to comb from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. If you feel that you're at an appropriate depth within your spine, you stay as you are. However, if you would like to move a little deeper into your back bend, you can start to bring your arms down, elevate the elbows, and come up towards your seal pose. Just be mindful that this is going to bring a lot more intensity through the spine. So if you come up and it feels like too much, there's too much compression, or you're starting to experience pain, then I encourage you just to stay down, finding a shape that feels supportive and sustainable for your body. Wherever you are, connect with your breath. Let the breath be slow and steady as it moves through your body. Start to deepen your breath. And then as you feel ready, gently release out of your shape. We're going to take a couple of moments to integrate the energy so you can remain on your belly if that feels comfortable. If you need a little compression or opening through your spine, you might like to sit back towards a child's pose. Or you can take your pillow, your cushion, or your bolster and just lay over it, bringing it towards your hip points. So this way there's a little bit of space created in the low back. As you release, if you have any sensations of wanting to sigh, wanting to make a sound, wanting to yawn, welcome these energies, as it's a good indication of the chi or the energy we're working with today moving through your body. Start to take a slow breath in and then a slow breath out. Before we come into our next shape, you might like to transition to a tabletop and just bring a little bit of movement, so swaying your hips side to side. And then as you feel ready, we're coming towards our butterfly. So you'll start on your sit bones, you'll bring your feet forward, feet together, knees are wide. And you can explore how close you'd like to bring your feet depending on the sensation it creates through the inner legs and the groin space. We will be forward folding, so you might like to bring your blocks and your cushion to create a little stack to support your head and your spine. Before you fold, take a moment to find a nice slow breath in, lengthening the crown. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to fold, either settling onto your props or towards the earth, whatever feels best for your spine. If at any point in time you start to experience an opening within your body, a sense that there is a little bit more space for you to journey deeper, you might like to shift or adjust your props. This might mean coming towards more depth to allow your experience to feel more sustainable and more expansive, but it could also mean coming out or backing off if you start to feel resistance building up. We always want to make sure that we're meeting ourselves at our edge, not going beyond a place that we can't maintain. So just start to deepen your breath. And then as you feel ready, gently release from your shape. As you lift the crown of your head, you might like to give yourself a moment just to notice any waves of energy moving through you. Don't rush to leave your pose, take your time. And then as you feel ready, we're going to recline down towards our rebound. So once again, a place that we can settle, soften the body, and give space to feel the energy that is circulating through the body. Start to take a slow breath in and then a slow breath out. And then as you feel ready, gently making your way up as we transition towards our next shape. Next, we're going to be moving towards our square. So starting on our sit bones, your right leg is going to come in first and then you're going to cross your left leg under. You want to walk your feet so that they're underneath the knees, so creating a square shape. And then you have the option to fold forward from here. Or if you would like, you can also bring your left foot on top of your right knee, not towards the hip, but stacked above the knee to take you into a deeper sensation. You might also like to bring something below the knee if you find that there's a gap. And you can start upright if you like, or as always, we fold forward. Folding forward will start to bring deeper sensation into the outer glutes and the outer seams of your legs. So once you find the positioning of your legs that feel right, ensure that you take a nice slow breath in and then a slow breath out. If you feel at any point in time you need to make any adjustments, whether it is to back off a little bit just to allow the pose to become more sustainable, or if you feel that there's a little bit more depth, a little bit more space starting to occur, then you can make the movements that you need to make. Start to deepen your breath. And then mindfully and very gently take your time to lift the crown of your head, feeling any waves of energy pass through you. And then slowly come down towards your rebound. You can lay on your back, or if you prefer to lay on your side or your belly, you can also take these options. Let your body become nice and heavy and welcome any sighs, any sounds, or any yawns that might be bubbling up to the surface. Take a slow breath in and then a slow breath out. And then as you feel ready, we're going to come into our second side. So from here, you're going to bring your left leg in first and then your right leg underneath. You want to make sure that your feet are underneath the knees. You can lengthen through your crown and begin to fold forward. Or your next option is to place your right foot on top of your left knee. And once again, we want to make sure the foot is closer to the knee and not the hip. And you might like to bring something underneath your opposite knee, your right knee, to support if you feel that there's quite a big gap. Before you start to fold, take a slow breath in and then a slow breath out. And then start to come forward, supporting your arms either on your props or, if you want more depth, towards the floor. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Feel a rounding through your spine. Release any tension that you might be holding on to through your shoulders, your face, your jaw. And use your breath to comb through your body, meeting any sensations with the quality of your breath, allowing your awareness to settle into your body. Begin to deepen your breath. And then as you feel ready, slowly begin to release. Lifting the crown of your head and just giving space here to feel. So as you feel ready to move, very slowly, very mindfully, coming out of your shape, we're moving down towards our rebound. So once again, you can lay on your back, you can lay on your side or your belly, whatever allows you to drop in and to take a couple of moments just to feel the integration of energy moving through you. Take a slow breath in and then a slow breath out. Now we're going to be moving into our final pose. For our last shape, we're going to be taking our dragonfly. So once again, I'd like to offer you a couple of options that you can take to explore this shape. So you want to come onto your sit bones and take your legs out wide. If you're in this position and you find it really difficult to sit forward, if you feel that you're almost rounding, you have a couple of options. You can bend your knees and place blocks underneath your knees. A bend of the knees might help you to tilt forward. The next option is to bring a block underneath your sit bones. By elevating your hips higher than your knees, this can also help to support you to find a tilt. You can also bring props in front of you in either of these options to support the rounding of your spine. So as high as you need so that you can really settle and soften into the shape. And then of course our last option is just to come onto the sit bones. Legs are out nice and wide. We want to focus on the sensations that run through the inner legs and then the rounding of the spine. So as always, bringing props forward to support you if you like. Taking a breath in to lengthen the crown, and then as you exhale, allowing yourself to fold. As you fold, you want to round your shoulders, let gravity take the weight of your head. Connecting into your breath as you invoke this sense of heaviness through the body, allowing every breath to take you a little bit deeper into your internal landscape. Start to deepen your breath. And then as you feel ready, lifting the crown of your head, giving yourself a moment here just to feel. And then we are slowly moving now into our final rest. So once again, mindful and gentle as you move from your shape down onto your back. You might like to bring props underneath your knees, either a bolster, cushions, or blocks, just to support the legs and the low back. Soften the back of your heart as you lay down. Bring your arms down by your side. Make any final adjustments that you need to make so that your whole body feels satisfied. And then take a moment to connect in with your breath, finding a slow breath in, and then a slow breath out. We'll take one more like this. Nice slow breath in. And then a slow breath out. And then with every cycle of breath, just allowing your body to become heavier and heavier and heavier. There is a seed of creation within you. It is through our ability to bring awareness, to soften our body, and to allow space to fertilize these beautiful ideas within, that we are able to cultivate all that we wish to bring into life. Use this time now as a time to really explore your internal landscape. Let it be a beautiful yet intimate moment with self. Use your breath to guide you gently into stillness, and let the spaciousness of your heart begin to unfold.